Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from WisdomSeeker.net. Emphasis on the .net, and we're here weekly for Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for October 13th to the 19th, 2019. And we're going to start right off the bat. The first card I got was Finding Balance. And that's something that has been very hard for many people to do for the last few weeks, and we don't seem to be getting any breaks in it as well, from the constant upsurge and turmoil. So first of all, we're going to start out with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, this is a really good card for people who are trying to find balance. Actually, for the base card, it's the Knight of Pentacles, is the energy of being grounded, happy with what you're doing, strength, and abundance. And what covers it is really interesting. It's the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles represents confidence, self-confidence, and security in your own energy. What is behind is the Fool. And the Fool, that's a very interesting card. And it's because it's beginnings, new beginnings, brand new beginnings. Anything is possible. So basically it's saying that we're in a new cycle, and we can do anything we want. We can go anywhere we want with this energy. That's a major arcana. Another major arcana is the Star, or the goddess energy, which is just below us. So the goddess, or the female energy in the universe, is very supportive, like any mother, any decent mother. But she expects a lot from you. So you've got a lot of support going on for what's happening for you and everybody in the earth energies. What's coming up just ahead of us is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, basically in my deck, has to do with healing. And yes, we've done a lot of healing. And some people have said, there's only so much healing you need to do, then you don't need to heal anymore. That's not true, unfortunately. Not only is it like onion layers where you go more and deeper, but people who've done a lot of healing, you start to take on the healing for the whole planet rather than for the individual self. And when that happens, the energy is sometimes far rougher and far more intensive than our personal energy. What does that mean? It means that we're getting closer to what we're searching for. And the Five of Wands, well, it looks like they're having fisticuffs, but in truth, they're showing off their skills. They're showing off how good they are, and this is the end of the week. So you're going to come out of the healing energy, or maybe you stay in the healing energy, but it will make you feel good. It will make you feel like you want to say, hey, look at me, look what I can do. And what do you do with when you're in this healing energy and the energy of change and shifting? Intuition. Trust your intuition. And that's what I said for fire as well. And this is a time to pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is invaluable. And the Princess of Cups, that has to do with your subconscious, but it's the wise inner child. It's not necessarily the inner child that's asking you to look in and find what hurts and dig it up and let it go. This is the wise inner child who's suggesting how you do it, whether you do it quickly or slowly. And of course, the answer is always slowly. You don't want to do things really fast. You just don't. Because there's a tenet in spirituality: the faster you go, the slower you get there, or the slower you go, the faster you get there. So with that energy, one of the things that we are heading to is a physical abundance. And that is something that is a necessity on our life, is that we become more physically um, healthy, more physically capable of accessing abundance in all its form. So for this week, you want to stay in balance. And that is a huge yes. Balance is always the key. If you can stay in balance, you can stay out of emotional trauma. You don't react, you act. And then, with having said stay in balance, how do you do that? You listen. You listen to your heart. You listen to what other people are saying. Don't necessarily act on what other people are saying. You act on what you're feeling. But you listen to the universe. And by listening, it means let there be silence in your life. Because with the silence, you can hear the universe talking to you. Silence is golden, or silver, or platinum, or whatever it is that's a highly expensive metal. So follow your intuitions, listen as closely as you can to everything, and what else? There's not much else to say. So I'm going to stop there. Hello, everybody. You've been busy talking. I see that. That's pretty cool. How is everybody?
So Male Pale, Maria Herrera, Lori Dotson, the Polynesian Princess, Zhao Fermino, Mimi, Alicia P, Jen Taylor, Megan McCarthy, Gabriela Amamia, Blossom 11, Puzzle of Life, Lady Lizbiz.
That's a new name, isn't it?
I think so. Maybe. They all say hello.
Hi. And the reason I am late is I got a couple of unexpected readings. So otherwise I would have been here at 1:30.
Did I say Lori Dotson?
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot of people to say hello to, so I lost track. Our first question comes from, well, first Malipale says, hi, Ellen, Elisha and Elle, missed you. And the Polynesian Princess says, hey, Elisha, when's your birthday? I already ratted you out and said it was next week.
Yeah, it is.
Until closer to the day, that's all you're getting. Zhao Fermino says, hello, darling. Will I stay in London in the next few years?
So what I'm getting is yes. I got a very strong yes for that. Again, nothing is written in stone, so it can change. But it seems that London is your kind of town for the time being, which is, I've been in London actually years and years ago. I was there when I was pregnant with my second child. And so it was very interesting. I learned I ate all the what I remember most is the breakfast. The British breakfast was really solid, really a really solid meal. So yeah, I had fun, and that was 30 odd years ago, because my middle daughter's 33.
Mm-hmm.
In a couple of days, my middle daughter's 33.
Also next week.
Yeah, we have 2 Libras plus my grandson.
It's 3 Libras.
Yeah.
Malapale asks, what are Gemini's feelings and actions towards me?
Gemini. Well, what I pick up immediately is a really warm feeling around the heart. Now, his actions. It's his actions don't follow how he feels, unfortunately. He does feel there's a great deal of love there, but his actions are not, he's not there, not because he doesn't love you, but because I think it's because he does love you, and he's a little afraid that what may be happening in his life is a bit too much for. He doesn't want you to have to worry about him until he knows what's happening in his life. That's a very roundabout way of saying it, but I think you know what I mean. Right?
Yeah. Also, Megan McCarthy, it's not my birthday coming up.
Not else, no.
No, mine's in January, and that's all you're getting.
He's a Capricorn.
I am.
Very much a Capricorn. Probably one of the most Capricorn people you're ever going to meet.
Except I never really identify with that zodiac sign. I identify more with the dragon than I do with the goatfish.
Yeah.
Goat mermaid, sorry.
Yeah, she's definitely a dragon. And my middle daughter's definitely a tiger.
Though I think what she meant was happy birthday, early birthday to you, Mom. Eliz-sha.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Mimi asks, why does Dario continue to talk to me?
I think Dario considers you a bit of a friend. Is that that seems to be what he's saying. He considers you a friend. He likes you too. I mean, there's no two ways about it. He does like you. If he hasn't made a move and it's been a while, he probably is not going to make the move. But as a human being, he really thinks you're pretty cool. He's also a little bit intimidated by you. Does that help? I think you're a very strong person, and he's not quite sure how to deal with that. So if you're waiting for him to go to ask you out on dates, you're probably too much for him. But as a friend, he's confident. So if you really like him, be patient, and time can change that perspective. His perspective. Okay.
The Polynesian princess says, my birthday is on Sunday, October 13th, and it's a full moon in Aries on my birthday, and Cameron is an Aries.
That's interesting. Happy birthday, by the way. It's on Thanksgiving, our Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I think the energy, because there is so much Aries in it, that something is going to shift and change between the two of you. And it can go one of two ways, unfortunately. So be very careful how you speak to him or how you react to him, because Aries are very Aries can be very temperamental, and they can have their feelings hurt very easily. At least that's been my. I was married to an Aries, and I do. they can be very temperamental and want things in a specific way. So just treat him with kid glove for the time being. I think something's going to happen though this week, and I wish I could give you. It's really positive, but it's a 50-50 thing at this point. Unfortunately, it could be really good, or he could be very temperamental. Yeah, like I say, just be very, very careful what you say to him this week. Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Eliz-sha P98 says, "Hi, did Justin really mean that he wants to be friends only with me?"
At this moment, he does mean that. I suspect it will and can change in the future, but at this moment, friends is what he's capable of. It's not necessarily a forever thing, but it's not going to change like tomorrow or in the next week. So be friends with him and see what transpires. Not before next year though. That next year will be the earliest that will change. But if you go as friends, you can do a lot with friends that you can't do as in a relationship, and you can get to know the person much better that way. So I think if you can handle it, and a lot of women can't, when they love somebody, they love somebody. But if you can, it will leave the door open. It also will leave the door open to watching him go out on dates with other people too. So you have to weigh the pros and cons. And with he wants to be friends, I mean, you can phone up a friend and say, "Hey, you want to go for pizza?" Where you can't do that with a boyfriend, much potential. So it has its pros and cons. Okay.
Megan McCarthy asks, "Hello, Elisha and Elle. Thank you for the Earth reading. It's so funny. I was going to ask about my confidence and my health. Do you see that getting better soon? I've been feeling off and vulnerable lately."
So the vulnerability has to do with the energy. You're not the only one. It is part of what's happening. It doesn't make it easier to be the only one. It just makes it oh crap. And I know some very powerful women who are very lacking in confidence lately. It's an invitation to reach out and develop your self-confidence. It's an invitation to reach into the inner workings of yourself and find out why you're feeling less confident than you normally do. And like I said, I've talked to people who are dealing with this. And as for the health, that's a different answer. Okay, they're telling me you don't drink enough liquids, and they want clear liquids, not not coffee and tea. Well, certain teas are fine, but it's not. They want you to drink more clear liquids, not just straight water, but and not fruit juice with sugar in it. But well, for instance, this is nettle tea, and it's very good for circulation. Apple cider vinegar is good for sugar levels. It's good for your clearing out the blood. It's good for a bunch of different things. But it's mostly water with a bit of apple cider vinegar. So drink more, and you have to find out what feels good for you, what feels right for you. Drink more clear liquids, and they're saying you don't have to drink a lot of it at supper time, just during the day. I don't know why they put that in, but what else? Greens, lots of greens. But when they say greens, they really mean greens, like spinach and stuff.
If I may interject, there is from what I gather, I haven't looked too deeply into this, but from what I can gather, there is a tube-ish that you can put in your water, and it gives you minerals, and it gives you sweet, and it helps with rejuvenation and jet lag and all this stuff. Anyhow, if you Google, I believe it's called Liquid IV, maybe look into that. Apparently it's sold in Costco all across the States. This isn't a sponsored video, obviously, because I'd have more information. I just heard it from another YouTube channel that I watch. They were sponsored by this company. Anyhow, it seems interesting. You should look into that. It might give you what you need and what your people on the other side are suggesting.
Yeah, it might. It sounds interesting.
It has real cane sugar and
which you want cane sugar over beet sugar, because the beet sugar's all been GMO'd and the cane sugar hasn't been.
Yeah. And I guess it helps if it's TSA approved. And if you do a lot of traveling, airplanes or otherwise, it helps keep you hydrated. It helps with keeping your skin clear and soft, and it helps with restful sleep and stuff. So anyhow,
I want to buy it.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. But yeah, and if you use the coupon code the Valley Folk, I think you get like $15 off, 15% off your first purchase. Again, not sponsored. These people don't know we exist. It's just shouting out two fun companies, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'll shut up now.
The Valley Folks, one of the YouTube channels that Elle watches.
They're a sketch comedy group. They actually just won Bring the Funny on NBC. Anyhow, again, I'll shush and we can continue on with the readings.
You see what I have to put up with day in and day out.
You love it.
Sometimes.
So our next question comes from Gabriela Almania. She says, "Hello. Is M cheating on me or hiding secrets?"
She's not telling you the whole truth. I don't see any cheating per se, but the whole truth, I'm not. There's something she is holding back from you. and whether it, but I don't, honestly, I don't see a cheat. It's just, and it doesn't appear to be that big, and I could be wrong, but yeah, but everybody keeps back a little bit of what's happening. So I don't, like I say, I can't see that she's cheating. At least in her mind, whatever she's doing is not cheating, but there is something she's not telling you. That's true. What it is, I can't tell you. I just feel that she's holding back a little bit.
My middle sister just joined us, so excuse the dogs.
Yeah, they have to be very exuberant and welcoming everybody.
Yep. We ready for the next one?
I think so.
Okay. Blossom11 asks, can you please ask my guardian angels what is hidden that is going to come to light with the new energy?
What is hidden? Okay.
What is hidden?
You have a new passion coming your way. Something that you would never in 1,000 years have thought, that's me. I want to do it. It's something that's going to take you. It's going to hit you, and you're going to go, oh wow, and that's basically all they're telling me. Is a new passion is coming to light, and they're really excited about it for you. And it's something that you're going to really love. And I suspect it's something you have never thought of before. And okay, hint, it has something to do with teaching, what you teach, how you teach. I'm not, whether you go back to school, become a teacher, or you find a passion and you teach that. I'm not sure, but it's something that will also turn into income eventually. But first, it's going to be something you just simply love doing. Okay.
Next one?
Yeah.
Puzzle of Life asks, hi, do my spirit guides know my situation? Hold on. Let me reread this. To my spirit guides that know my situation, will everything work itself out with my current student loans as far as they will be paid off? I haven't been fully worried, been really worrying going with the flow. Thank you. You can tell I read a lot.
No, it's just, again, it's been a very busy, hectic day for us. It always is. So what they're suggesting to me is that you talk to the people at the student loans and make arrangements with them, and things will work out for you. That's no problem. It might take a little longer to pay them than you expected, but they're not worried. But you will eventually pay them off. And again, like I say, go talk to the people at the student loan place and explain your situation. Go with the flow, as you say, and maybe make arrangements. I know that they will do that. Okay.
The Polynesian Princess says, I got my driver's license!
Yay! But I knew that.
Yep.
But I did figure you were going to get it.
Lori Dotson says, I'm glad you were late. I work until 3:30 Eastern time.
Well, we're really late because we're supposed to have done 4 today, and I don't see us getting 4 in today.
It might go late if we do.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Rachel Spalding asks, "Hi, ladies. Would love a message, please. Many thanks."
So you have it's a maternal energy here. So it's either a mother, a grandmother, or a great grandmother energy. I'm probably going to go with great grandmother over mother energy, but they're coming in, and they want they want you to know that that they care a great deal for you, and that and they're always there for you whenever you need them, and whatever you're doing right now, they're very intrigued by it. They're very interested in what you're working on, and so keep them updated. Basically, talk to them. Just when you're by yourself, just sit and talk like you're talking to somebody, and let them know what you're doing. And if you need any help, let them know that they will, and if they can help you, they will. Whether you can hear them or not, they can hear you, and they will do the best they can to support you in your endeavors. But they're really, really interested in what you're doing at the moment. So they didn't tell me what you were doing. Okay.
Isabella Congelo asks, I would love a message from my ex, please.
Conhelo?
Yeah, Congelo. Conhelo. Like J-I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, message is your ex is reaching out. He's trying to hold your hand, and he's trying to look you in the eye and tell you from the depth of his heart that now it's become a little tricky for me. He's either trying to tell you how much he loves you, or what a big mistake he made in not sticking around. It was not his intention to leave so much, so quickly, so something, and he didn't leave. He didn't actually intend to leave. He didn't intend to leave the way he did. He wanted to stay around and raise a family with you. And whether you were ex by the time he passed over or not, his intentions were, as he says, honorable. So, and honestly, I'm assuming he's passed over from the way you stated things. I'm not really good at telling when people have passed over or not, because talking to them in the present tense, while they're alive, or talking to them when they've passed over, not a great deal of difference for me. But the energy is that he cared a great deal for you. Okay.
B. Erla asks, if I may ask a question, how does Jeff feel about the last email I sent him? He hasn't replied since. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, let's.
Also, she's a pig.
She's a pig. It's her
in the
birth.
Chinese zodiac.
So am I. No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're an
That's-
iron rabbit.
I'm a
Danny's the
rabbit.
pig.
My daughter, my eldest daughter is a pig. So.
I believe that's this year. Sorry, tangent.
Is it?
I
Cool.
believe so.
So you get to draw a pig this year.
No, like the year that
We're in right now.
And
Okay.
it's done, just never been printed.
Oh, bad.
Mm.
What was the ex's name?
Jeff. How does Jeff feel about the last email I sent him?
So what I'm saying is him sitting down going, and it's like he doesn't quite know how to deal with what was stated, what you're saying, or how to go about dealing with it. He doesn't have a clue how to react to it. That's basically all I'm getting. I'm really sorry. I wish I could get more. The word nonplus comes to mind, and I'm not sure if that's such an old word that people don't know what it means. But I'm an old lady, so I do know what it means. But it's like he sort of, I'm not quite sure what to do. That's sort of what nonplus means, and that's not negative or positive. He just hasn't made up his mind one way or the other. And his gut reaction is not to say, oh, yeah. So I would wait for a short while, and then think about making looking after yourself first, being careful for yourself first. All right, you are the most important person in this world for you, and you are the one that needs to look after you first. Okay.
Hold on, it jumped on me.
Mm-mm.
It crashed on my computer and it jumped on my phone. So, okay. All right. Larry Dotson says Capricorn's rock. Aqua Goddess Woman says I'm a tiger too in Chinese zodiac.
That's yeah, I've met a few tigers. They're very, very interesting people. Very, very interesting people.
Isabella says I am a snake. Lovely Ace says, hello, will the friendship get stronger with my Libra friend? Thank you.
If you're very careful and you move it carefully, it should actually get stronger, and in such a way that what you're envisioning, if you do it very carefully, what you're envisioning should come about. But be patient and do it slowly, and can promise you it won't be boring. If that makes any sense. Okay. Did that answer anything?
I think so.
Okay.
Laurie Dotson asks, do I have any messages from my guides?
Just the traditional ones that you're doing really well, and they're pleased with you right now. You know, you're pleased with what you're doing right now. There's something coming up ahead for you, and I can't give you a time frame, but probably within this year, where you're going to be expected to create a change in your change. It might be a small change, it might be a massive change, but you're going to create a change in your life. And just hold your breath for a little bit. know it's a good, positive change. All right.
Maria Herrera says, "Hi, Alicia. Just want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving with you and your family, and friends. Enjoy."
Yeah, we're going to have that tomorrow.
On Sunday.
On Sunday, and we're going to meet a lot of my daughter's friends who I have not met, and she keeps telling me, and it's sort of intimidating, that they are looking forward to meeting us. I'm going, okay.
They haven't seen us yet.
So we're going to do a bunch of things like that, and maybe we'll play a Dungeons and Dragons type game with them.
Yes, it's called Weave. It's a free app on your phone.
It's fun.
It is. It is very fun.
I played it. I pretended I was somebody very similar to Bender. You know the show Bender?
Futurama.
It was so much fun. I had such a blast.
Polynesian Princess says, "Okay, I will. Whatever happens, happens, but I'm hopeful for positivity." Lori Dotson is just talking about pulled pork. I'm hungry now.
That's my middle daughter's. That's her one of the foods she adores is pulled pork. She's the one that cooks. She's the chef.
Yep. Megan McCarthy says, "Oh, I see. That makes sense. Thank you. I love nettle tea. Haha. Okay. It's weird because I do drink lots of water. I might not be absorbing it."
Not water. They specifically said not water. It's clear liquids.
Drink more. Okay.
So like what you're suggesting.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of minerals in it and things like that.
Rachel Spalding says don't drink it at night.
That's because
she says because you will be going to the bathroom all night if you drink it at night.
Exactly.
She says thank you. Megan McCarthy says thank you both, and then laughs with Rachel Spalding saying, "I already do that in the middle of the night." Hello and welcome back, Miss Alchemy. Malapala says, "Haha, cute." Kelly Phelps asks, "Hi, how are you today? Wondering if you see me meeting like-minded friends."
Oh, that's a nice one. Actually, you are. It's going to come as a surprise. It's not the kind. It's going to be like maybe an old friend that you hadn't talked to for a long time, and you didn't know that they were into the same stuff you're into, and she'll have a bunch of friends, and yeah, it's like you get together and it's just nonstop talking. You're so excited the first time. So yes, you will. You're going to meet like-minded friends, and that's a positive. And when, I can't promise you when. I don't think it's far in the future, though.
Lori Dotson says, "We always have a wonderful time here, Alicia and Elle. I just feel all the love and my vibes here every time. No worries, the dogs are people too."
They think they are.
Yep. Well, one of them thinks he's half horse, half lapdog, all human.
Yeah. He actually will crawl into a chair and sit there at the table, expecting to be fed.
He taught himself how to sit pretty on a chair like a human does. It's quite amusing. Baby Maharaj asks, "Will I get a new job?"
It appears there's one coming up. What they said was on the horizon. So how soon the horizon is, I can't tell you in energetic terms. I mean, like a horizon is generally from at 10 miles till the curve of the earth shifts. How much it is energetically, I can't tell you. But there is something coming up, and I think it's something you will enjoy a great deal. Okay.
Blossom 11 says, thank you. Lori Dotson says, I have news. The new job I just got, well, they just put my name in for assistant manager position. Wow. Things are coming in. Always rise above everyone. It really pays off. They want to train me. I was already trained. They were so surprised how overly qualified I was for this job.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Puzzle of Life says, when my finances picks up, which I believe is going to be soon, I will definitely start paying it off with the arrangements. Glad to hear that. LOL. Thank you a lot. Gabriela Alma Mia says, thank you and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Blessings.
Thank you. It should be fun.
Yeah. Jasmine Fox says, hey, I want to know what Dee thinks and feels about you. D.
Dee's a bit conflicted about how he feels about you. It's almost like he really wants to really like you, but then he gets to the place where he really likes you and he gets scared. So I don't think that has anything to do with you. I think that has more to do with his ability, with his, I think that has more to do with his maturity level rather than you as a person. Because, well, he wants to, but he turns tail and runs. What was the second part? How he feels.
Yeah.
But what's the other one?
Thinks about me.
Okay. Logically, or what he thinks about you is what he thinks about you is that he really, really likes you and would like to spend more time with you, but his feelings are not they don't go along with what he's thinking, and his feelings are the ones that run his life at the moment. So when he starts to get emotionally close with you, he starts then his emotion, or when he starts to feel like now's the time, then his emotions step in and scatter him to the four winds. I think that has to do more with his training, and when I say training, not something, how he was brought up. Something in his childhood prohibits him from making a commitment at this time. I don't know that it will last forever, but so his feelings are not congruent with what he thinks at this time. I can't give you any more than that. I'm sorry.
B. Erla says, thank you, Alicia, for that message. Lori Dotson says, I can't put the word for the animal that eats bananas. LOL. That's my Chinese sign. She's a monkey. And I guess it's because the term monkey is derogatory.
Really?
Yeah, for like Black people. I phrase that in a question because I don't really know, nor do I understand why people, especially if you consider the evolution of humanity starting as apes and or monkeys.
Which we all came from.
Yeah, that would be a derogatory term. Also, fun fact I just found out, monkeys are considered to be in the Neanderthal stage of their evolution.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So, look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so a little fun fact I learned today. Lovely Ace says, thank you very much. Puzzle of Life says, that's great news, Lori and Princess, for the good news. Duh. Jeanette Preston says, hello, dear ladies.
Hi,
I
Jeanette.
hope you are well. Lori Dotson says, thank you, dear lady. You are such a blessing. Set an extra place. Maria Herrera says, sounds like fun. Elantra Cook says, hey. Baby Maharaj says, hello, ladies. Great vibes. Kelly Phelps says, thank you for your message. Baby Maharaj says, thank you, blessings. Lori Dotson says, I cannot thank you enough for all you ladies have done for me in the short time that we've known each other. Thank you for being such blessings to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jeanette Preston asks, my sister has a court hearing coming up next month. Can you see how it's going to see it going in their favor?
I think it might go in their favor part of the way, but not all the way, because I see her coming out and she's sort of happy and pissed at the same time. So it's like she wins, but not 100%. Or else I'm reading her wrong and she's really happy and she's just very emotional in her answers, just emotional in how she's reacting to it. But so partly yes, she's going to win. Partly yes, I think it's not. It's going to not be 100%. But I hope it's good enough for everything to work out for
her. She says, okay, thank you. I will keep you posted. Yasmin Socks. Sorry. Yasmin Fox says, thank you a lot. And as of right this second, that's it.
Huh. So the last time we got off because we were hungry,
yep.
We're going to get off again because again, I'm hungry again.
Yep. One last question comes from Sari Swari.
Hi, Sari.
She asks, hi, can I ask how Pisces is feeling? We definitely, we talked briefly, but now we seem back to 0 again.
He seems to be another one of these people that has his head in the clouds and doesn't recognize the passage of time. And Pisces have a tendency to be highly how water is. They sort of flow in and flow out, flow in and flow out. He doesn't seem to have a really good sense of time, though. That's the thing that I'm picking up. I don't get any negative or positive vibes from him. I would think, though, if you talk to him and then he vanished again, that this would be something that would be a habit with him through your relationship. So is it something you really want to go forward with or not? Think about that seriously, because how it is now, it only becomes more so in a relationship. So if he's not a communicator now, he's not a communicator later. And if he's here now and then gone, he'll be here now and gone throughout your relationship. No matter if you ended up married or not, it will be the same. So think about whether this is something that you truly want in your life.
She says, yeah, he is being childish. I just don't think it's not worth it. And she adds, true. Thank you so much.
I don't think he's at this point in his life. No, maybe he grows up a little more. Yes, but at this point go find somebody who's vital and alive and is interested in you, right? Because you're a valuable human being. Well, good luck.
And with that,
we're done.
We're done.
With that, I'm going to say it was lovely being here with everybody. I always enjoy myself. And namaste. Namaskar.
Stay tuned for our next live,
which may possibly be tonight.
We'll see.
Hopefully it'll be tonight.
If not, then we'll probably wake up early. Maybe.
Yeah, I woke up early today. Didn't make a difference.
Yes, but tomorrow we can squeeze in 2 before supper.
Yeah.
We should have started yesterday.
Yeah, we should have. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.